John 14 verse 27. Peace I leave with you, my peace I give to you. Not as the world gives do I give to you. Let not your hearts be troubled, neither let them be afraid. So the previous verse Jesus just said, or the previous verses, he's not right. You leave them as orphans, and as well he spoke of the fact that he said these things while he was still with them, and then in that previous verse that he will send the Helper, the Holy Spirit, to remind them of all these things, because he told them as well that they're supposed to do everything that Jesus told them, to keep his words. Okay, and so now he speaks of this peace. He's leaving them peace, but not the kind of peace the world promises you. Today was kind of a hectic day. Just trying to get to certain places here in Bali and to record. And then the motorbike did break down, and so we lost a lot of time. A lot of time that we could have recorded. In the end, we could not record because of that. And but luckily, it broke down in a place where we at least could get the thing exchanged by the rental company. If it broke down in another place, it would have been total hectic. We would have slept under a bush or something somewhere. But that's not the point. It was just a hectic day, and always rushed, everywhere rushed. And so we stopped here at the restaurant to just the first time today basically eat something. And the scene in the background, I don't know, you might see the waves break there in the back, maybe here and there hear the sound. It's just peaceful. There are a few other people now here, but not a lot of people, lots of open places still. The food is very good and not even expensive, or at least not what it can be. But again, that's not the main point. It's just maybe the breaking of the waves and the setting is just so peaceful, relaxing, that after all the hectic of the day, you kind of don't want to go on. I don't want to drive the last 2 hours back to the hotel. But it's like just this break, and it breaks you and it stops you, and you kind of don't want to be rushed. Kind of just like I'm teaching this verse now, I kind of just don't want to be rushed through it. I just want to be calm, because ultimately the waves, the sound, the setting calmed me down. And why I'm saying all of this is because Jesus speaks here of peace in this verse. And that's the whole point. He's not speaking of the kind of peace actually that even the waves bringing now, nature is bringing now. Understandably, the kind of peace that the world offers. Now, look at all the peace deals at the moment in the world being made or not made. There's always a stronger party and always a weaker party. And the strongest actually always kind of get what they want. They kind of give the weaker party a bone, chicken bone here and there, but otherwise they eat all the meat. That's how the world gives peace. Okay, you can have peace in Gaza, but in exchange for, you get nothing, right? And then if you don't want it, then you are the wrong party. Or same Ukraine, or in Myanmar, or so many other places. The world offers peace on the world's in the world's way. It's not lasting peace. So they make peace, a ceasefire, and then in a week or two, bombing again. Right? The kind of peace the world offers. You can have peace by doing whatever you want to, as long as you do what we want you to do. You can say whatever you want to as long as you say what we want you to say. That's 1984. Or, right? That's just that. Well, George Orwell. But yeah, that is the peace the world offers. It's fine with you as long as you do what the world wants. As long as you don't stand up for anything, they're fine with you. The moment you stand up for something, doesn't matter in which country on this planet you are, you become, well, less peaceful for you. The world becomes a less peaceful place for you. You're not allowed to travel anymore here and there, all over the place. But the world will say, no, we give you peace, we give you peace. They don't give you peace. They can't give you peace. Jesus said here, right? This is not the peace I'm speaking of. Not that kind of peace. Most likely peace closer to what the waves doing to me, like calming me down kind of after a long, difficult day. Maybe that kind of a peace, a little bit, at least a little bit, but there's a lot bigger peace at play. Okay, and that peace is ultimately the peace between mankind and God, between you and God. There's no greater need on this planet than the peace between man and God. We see through the ages war upon war upon war upon war upon war, and I can go on and on. We see the movies how these AI robots, they look through this all and they see all these wars, and then they just decide, okay, they need to destroy humanity because all humanity can do is can destroy. And this same humanity warring all the time, always promising peace, when they can't give peace for 1 minute. That is who we are. That is what the world is. But then there's a lot bigger war, the worst war of them all, and that is the war that we are fighting with our Creator. We're always at war with our Creator. We want to do things our way. We are always right. He is always wrong. He is evil. Look at the Marvel movies, I mentioned that. And we are always good. That, according to humanity, is who God is. We're always fighting against Him. Always, always, always. And that is the kind of peace Jesus is speaking about here. He's speaking about this kind of peace